Oh boy, this will be a long video. Anyway. Okay. Hello girls, welcome to another doll comparison video. This one is special because I don't think I've never done like a G3 new character and a Creep production coming out the same year. So today we're going to be reviewing, so I did the first two. I did Venus and Rochelle. Yeah. Please make sure to check out those two videos if you haven't had a chance yet. Again, if you don't want to miss any more doll videos and Monster High videos, please make sure to subscribe and like and join the party because I have like tons of Monster High videos. You're like second burst of Disney, so hope you guys enjoy those ones. And for now, let's get right into the series. Okay, so here she is. Boop. This is Robecca stem. This is like the pre-production again. If you're interested in getting these two dolls, there's gonna be a link on the Amazon down below if you're interested. It'll just help, another way to help channel a lot. If she's still available, I think she's still available. I'm not really sure. It's been like a couple of months now when this video comes out, but like yeah. So I have the pre-production version of her. Here she is, and then I also have boom. I have the generational 3 version of Robecca. So I'm gonna do a comparison between these two. Do they look the same? They look completely different. They look like two different characters. Just happens to be the same name, and yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit comparison between these two. So that's exciting. And so before let's start with the box. So let's start with the generational 1. Generation 1 is pretty much exactly the same as the previous one. They kind of recycled how she was released back in 2021. I might be correct with those 3 ghouls. And here she is. I love the little like color background over here. It's like beige, not sand, but like brownish and black, which I like. She is the daughter of a mad scientist, just mad scientist. That's it. This is who she is, Monster High, and they have a little like printed logo of Monster High. I love there's like an artwork of her over here. She's a mad scientist. I think her and Frankie should be besties. I think they're besties. I don't think so, but they should be. Here she is with her little pet. Her pet is called Captain Penny. Love that. And this is a description of how she is. If you don't know who she is, I have no idea who she is until now. She looks like the daughter of Pinocchio, to be honest with you, but she's not. She's like the mad scientist. She's like robot, kind of like Frankie. And over here at the top, it says like, my new friends have been accepted are scarily sweet. That's nice. Good for her. So she has like a brush over here, which we'll go over the accessories she has. So this is here. She is. This is the box. And then here's the new Robecca one. This is the generational 3 one. Again, I don't know if they're going, I mean, this is definitely more of a playline versus like collectible. This is how the playline was back in the day versus like now with Mattel. So you spend tons of money on her unnecessary accessory. I feel like kids will love it. That's what their target. I'd rather get another outfit than accessories. So anyway, this is all her accessory. This is her new artwork over here with Draculaura and Claudine. And she looks like, honestly, I was gonna say this, but she looks like Claudine's like long lost sister. Like they look like cousins. Like they look like they're related, especially doll form. We'll see her, especially with the height comparison. So this is like the new wave 3 of Core Refresh, I gotta say. She's one of those new characters. And here is the artwork at the back. It's completely different. This is like the new Core Refresh. I prefer the second one than this one. There's some outfits I love. I love Claudine's outfit over here. Dracula looks pretty much the same. And like Frankie's like new hair. I don't like Laguna and Claudine's outfit. I mean, they're very Y2K, but I just love Claudine's like hair. I don't know if I prefer this one or I like the second one more, the iconic one. So this is who she is. There's a little description of who she is. This is kind of new. Usually it's over here, but instead it's on the side. And same thing. She's a scared devil robot. Her must-have is the purse, and her pet is still the same, Captain Penny, which we'll go over, and that's pretty much it. And I didn't tell you who's the daughter of just her. So yeah, these are the 2 Monster High dolls, and for the ado, let's just unbox them and see how they are outside the box. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh boy, what a journey. So I finally got them out of the box, and here they are. Boom and boom. Oh my goodness. These ones are like 2 different characters, but they happen to be the same. And let's just go over it. Before we start going through each individual doll, let's go over their accessories. So let's start with generational 1. Generation 1, of course, comes with a stand. I miss when dolls come with a stand, but like she's only playing around that time, but like now she's considered a collectible generational 1. She comes with this doll stand. Again, very boring. It's black yet again. It should have been, as I said in previous videos, should have been different colors. colors that matches the character's personality or aesthetic. Black, are you kidding me? Anyway, boring. And she comes with this diary. It is her Robecca diary, and it says, I'll blow my sack if you read my diary. Nice. I'm gonna be in trouble. And her diary looks like typewriting because she's a robot, so I cannot wait to read it myself on my own time. So here she is. And then that is it for, I'll go over the pets later on after. And then here's Generational 3. Generational 3, as you all know, is the queen of accessories. They rather get accessories than a second outfit. So anyway, here's her accessories. So for her, she does come with this bag. The only thing, oh my god. Also this Generational, she does come with this bag. Pretty cute. It's like a time watch. It's made out of plastic. Unfortunately, I think you can open it. Can you? Yeah, you can. Oh, I think that's not supposed to happen. Or no, it's supposed to happen. I can just attach it. I was like, whoa, pretty cool. Maybe do not do that if you don't want it to break like what I just did. Wait. Should work. Someone's supposed to do that. There we go. There you go. I kind of fixed it. Love that. So anyway, this is Generational 3's bag. Pretty cute. I think I like this color a lot more. Again, it's the original. It's a time clock. And then for this one, it should be easy to open. So boom, it opens and you can put stuff in it. So it's like a little purse. And her accessories are pretty cool. So she comes with this water bottle. Water. It's like oil stuff to keep herself hydrating. And then of course she comes with this chips. Every Monster High doll in Generation 3 needs like a treat. So this is her treat. It's like a popcorn-esque chips. And then this is so cool. She has like an iPhone, like an eye coffin stand, which I like. It's golden. And of course, she comes with an eye coffin. So if you want, you can display her. Oh, it won't work. But anyway, she comes with an iPhone stand. So if you have the energy and time, you can put her eye coffin in here, which is pretty nice. Oh my god, everything is falling apart. Oh yeah, of course, she comes with this eye coffin. Pretty cute. It has like a little watch, like time is running out. It has a little clock. So it's like a little iPhone and stuff. I think her, Spectra, and Venus both have this one. It's an eye coffin pad, basically iPad for her. Of course, because she's a scientist, so she needs one to design her design stuff, which I like. Same thing, has a little clock over here. So if you want to display her with this or eye coffin, I preferably like the eye coffin. So yeah, that is all the accessories that they all come in. And then these are the pets. Let's do a little pet comparison. Shoot. Can you tell which one is who? Which generation belongs to who? Pretty easy. This is Generational 3. You can see the Generational 3 has like these cartoonish eye, and Generational 1 has like these like creepy, but this one's cute, like a cute penguin eye. Captain Penny, that's the name. I feel like I like this one a lot more. It's more like made out of robot. His looks like it's made out of like plushies, I gotta say, and has a little goggle. They look very different from each other. They both have like these jetpacks, so if they want to fly, they can. Pretty cute. They're like little penguins. And the height wise, I gotta say he's a little bit taller than this one. Pretty rare. And usually Generational 3's pet is super huge than this one, so they're a little bit, you know, cute. He's a bit taller, he's a bit shorter, so there's that. And of course, I forgot to mention she comes with a brush. Boring again, just black, plain old black brush. And I do like the brush, I gotta say. Oh yeah, I forgot, this is Generational 3's. Of course, she comes with this sunglasses, so it's like a goggle, which I gotta say, very similar to Generational 1's goggle, as you can see. Let me know which one you like better. This one looks like she's wearing a 3D glasses, I gotta say. Like, I'll show you how she looks like if you put it on her. See, she looks like she's watching a movie. Like, she looks like she's watching a movie. Pretty cool, like a 3D movie. What movie is she watching? So yeah, those are all the accessories that they, focus me. Okay, those are all the accessories that they both come in. And further, let's talk about the dolls themselves. And here is, boom, here's the Generational 1 and Generational 3. I'm not sure the ethnicity of this one. I know this one, she's like an Indian descendants, like ethnicity. I'm not sure with her. They didn't really specify on Generational 1 what her ethnicity is, so which is pretty, you know, cool. There's just a bindi over here that will make it like, she kind of reminds you like if we were to get the cat's eye doll, she kind of reminds you like what Lauren would have looked like with the face mold and stuff, very like similar to that. So here they are. Again, this is not a situation where like they look so different. They look like mother and daughter. This is like the mother, this is like the daughter. Like, she looks like exactly 15 or 16. She looks like she's young adult, I gotta say, even though she's supposed to be teens around the early 2000s. So where do we start? Let's talk about the fashion, I gotta say. The only difference between these two, this the color scheme, the only is that they both have this like plastic, I don't know why, these plastic like skirt all around them. Like, this is Generational 1 and this is Generational 3. Like, it makes her look like a pop star whenever I see something. Like, you might see like those blind series that they still are doing in Generational 3. Kind of reminds me of that one, but unfortunately that's like her way. And they both have leather stuff. She has leather short, like skirt, like a short with like designs in it. which runs not all the way at the back, just like the front, and it's like just plain back at the end. And this one's easy to put back, hopefully. There we go. Versus Generational 1, it's just plain black, simple, just a plain mini skirt. I gotta say, for the top, I like the Generational 1 more. It's just very simple. And she does come with this, it's a separate piece. She comes with this little like black vest, which makes her look pretty edgy. Versus Generational 1, I feel like so much things are happening. She has like this, it's a one piece, so she has like a little like blouse over here, which makes her look like more like a pop star, and this little like printed top, which looks very homage, same pattern as the Generational 1. As you can see, that's the little homage pattern to this one. So let me cut to which outfit do you like? Do you like this one or this one? I think I like this one a lot more. This one, she just looks like a pop star. She looks like a CREEPPRODUCTION pop star version, not like a core refresh. She just looks like a pop star. If you told me this was her pop star outfit, I would have believed you. So that's a huge, big difference between the two. And let's talk about the shoes. The shoes is so they're both pretty much exactly, it's very similar. I think they both have the same like high heels, just this one's a little more taller than this one. And hers looks like more like chest. Hers, they're very similar. It's like chest piece, I gotta say. And I feel like you can see a little bit of the details they add to make her look a little bit like robot, like with Generational 1. Versus Generational 3, it just looks very like plain and simple. Like it just looks like a regular boots. And I like this little, yeah, I like this little patterns over here, like side to side. I wish there was one over here, but it's not. It's like side to side, and just a little bit of like painted on like shoelace boots, which makes it look like she's wearing boots, which is pretty much exactly the same. It's just that hers has like a little cool details to make it look like she's flying, like an ass, like, you know, like air, which I like. Versus this one just looks like regular boots. I think Generational 1 with the shoes look pretty much very similar to one another, just different prints, but I see a little bit homage to one of them. So there is that. And the earrings are different. Hers is more blue, and she leans towards like beige-ish with her earrings. One is shorter, one is, no, they're both long. One is longer than the other. That's the vibe. Hers is just too, again, she just looks like a pop star. It's like her iPhone, her microphone pack and stuff when she's about to perform, I gotta say. And then, yeah, and then the only difference is that for accessories, she has this wristband over here. And then her, she just has like a bracelet, and then that's pretty much it. And she doesn't come with any necklace, but she does. She comes with this necklace, which adds like a key, which makes her outfit more elevated, I gotta say. Versus this one doesn't have the necklace. So yeah, that's a little bit the outfits and a little bit of accessories. And let's talk about the hair. As you can see, her hair is a little bit longer than Generational 3, and I feel like they both need a little bit of a wash. I feel like in the artwork she has a bit of a curly hair, poofy hair, similar to her. Hers supposed to be poofy, it can be straight or poofy. She reminds me of like Generational 2 Claudine's hair a little bit. And they both have, it's interesting how for this one it looks like they added like a little bit of like navy highlights in her hair and still black. Versus the Generational 3, you can see a little bit of like blue, but mostly just black. I feel like hers is, it looks like she's more leaning towards more black hair, a little bit of like blue highlights, which makes them look very similar. But for her, just full on black. But hers is like a little bit of like blue highlights. Hers is like a little bit, but not as much. Hers is like half up down, like a little bit of like Miss Ariana Grande. Hers is just like very out there, so like wavy, perfect scientist girlies. So yeah, nothing much. I just love this. I love playing with this long black hair. I think this hairstyle looks like she's more like a pop star, versus this one looks like a regular classic Generational 1. I say just a little bit like curls and stuff. And yeah, so let's talk about the face mold. I can kind of see a little bit of like a similarities between the face mold, especially like the eyeshadow, like the eye makeup that they use. The lipstick is a little bit different. Hers is a little bit more darker. Hers is more like lighter shade. And again, she's like, this is the mother, this is the daughter of, and they're like kind of like related, I gotta say. And they both have a little bit of this like detail added in their like robot to make them look like they're like machine man scientists, I gotta say. Earls, I feel like they both have very similar like skin tone, I gotta say. I think in the camera showcase like how shiny they are. Like very different makeup. Hers is a bit more darker, hers is a bit more lighter. She looks like the daughter, you know what I'm saying? And then the only details I like to add is like in here, in her legs, she has like this little detail that some of the collectors love having. For her, she doesn't have any of that. Just a simple, plain old, you know, like looks like she's made out of robot. I like the little skin tail over here. So yeah, and then I was gonna say, oh yeah, and then the body articulations are pretty much exactly the same as the other generational one. Has like, she can bend on her knees, she has great arms articulation, and that's pretty much it. Great arms articulation, and she can move her head, and that's pretty much it with generational 1. Pretty simple. Versus generational 3, in the meanwhile, she's great, same thing, arms articulation, very poseable, bend in the knee. I think she can still, she can move her hips and in her head, and yeah, that is pretty much like almost exactly the same. Just this one has more body articulation, generational 3 to generational 1. And I gotta say, the only difference is that the body shapes, she's more like curvy, like skinny curvy. Hers is like very skinny. I just feel like, as I said before, generational 1 feels like they all look exactly the same body style, versus like generational 3, it's like very body inclusive, very different height. The only difference is the height, of course, but different body shape, which I like. So yeah, and further ado, that's a little bit of a comparison between these two dolls, and let's go over the height comparison between her and the other girls. Okay, let's go. Whoosh. Okay, so let's do a bit of a height comparison between Robecca versus the other girls. Oh my goodness. So between the generational 1 and 3, generational 3 is a bit taller than generational 1 because I think it's because of the shoes. And versus the generational 1, the Creep Production Wave 4, I feel like Venus is the tallest, and Rochelle and Robecca look pretty much almost exactly like the same height, I would say, but she's a bit shorter than her. And I feel like the tallest out of all everybody in this group is probably the boys, like Claude Wolf and Heath. And the shortest one is between Cupid and Twyla. You can see how short she is, Twyla, versus like everybody else in this group. And there's Frankie over here. I feel like Frankie remains like the shortest out of all of them, versus like the generational 3 Frankie. Generational 3 Frankie is they are tall, versus like how short everybody is. And there's Draculaura. Draculaura is like the third shortest out of all of these colorful ghouls. And then there's Venus generational 3. She's like one of like the tallest out of everybody in this group. So yeah. And there's, oh yeah, there's Claw Wolf. I feel like Claw Wolf, Generational 3, is like very tall. Like her and Robecca are like kind of like cousins, I gotta say, because they have very similar hairstyle, just different outfits and stuff. So yeah, I know in here, like, she looks a little bit tall, but that's a bit of a high comparison between all of them. And let's move on to the end. Whoosh. Okay, so that concludes my review, the comparison video between Robecca's theme, Robecca from Generation 1 and 3. I gotta say, I think Generation 1, she's just a classic. There's some elements that I do like from the new generation. I just, unfortunately, just looks like a pop star. She looks like she fits in the Skull Secret series with this outfit, versus like if they just keep it similar. I mean, it's very similar to one another. I think it's just the coloring looks kind of off with one another. I see a little bit of a similarities between the both of them, and that's, again, they just look like another case where this is the mother and this is the child, and they look like they are related. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of these two ghouls? Do you like both of them, or plan to get them yourself? And which generational 1 do you hope you would see in the future that would be part of generational? Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? And I'll see you all on the next video. Goodbye. Poof. Oh Lord, so pretty. Like, I think like she's one of like my favorite aesthetic out of all the generational 1. Oh wait, that's it? Okay.